Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match on WWE 2K25. This one is a six-man tag elimination match. We will see Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, and the British Bulldog going up against Finn Balor, Jordan Devlin, and Damien Priest. Now, the reason behind this is that we will be having Finn Balor defending the European Championship against the British Bulldog as our main event of SummerSlam. And we thought the best way to build up to that would be an opportunity for the two of them to get in the ring together. And of course, these two guys right here, Bret Hart and the British Bulldog, had an absolutely fantastic match. One of the best matches in SummerSlam history at Wembley. Probably the biggest match of the British Bulldog's career. So it made sense to me to give Bulldog this opportunity. Okay, well, apparently I haven't set up the stables correctly, so it looks like Owen's coming out on his own. Not an issue. Owen Hart, we haven't really used a lot of Owen Hart, to be honest. I would like to use more of him. He is a fantastic wrestler that sometimes... I mean, we've got that many people that we've used on the roster. I just forget that certain people exist. So Owen Hart, this will be his 14th match ever for us. He's currently sat on a -2. Obviously, Bret Hart is top of the rankings, plus 30 after 57 matches. And finally, the British Bulldog himself is currently sat on -1 after 9 matches. So both British Bulldog and Owen Hart could really do with Bret helping them get a point here. And remember, this is going to be elimination as well, so every person can gain extra points by eliminating members of the opposition. We have seen in the past, if you were to get... Well, if you got all 3 eliminations and the victory, you can get +4 from this match. It's absolutely huge. Or maybe you share them around depending on how it works. Right then, and next coming up, I wonder if these guys will come out together or if this is going to be 2 separate entrances as well. Obviously, Finn Balor and Jordan Devlin, former tag team champions. Are they going to come out with Damien Priest? Or are they going to come out as all 3 individuals? Who knows? Oh, okay. They're just going to add Liv Morgan, Dom in there. Okay, so we've... Okay. So it is going to be 2 separate entrances, but Dom, Liv Morgan, and Carlito, who were not part of this originally, are going to turn up anyway. And then Damien Priest is going to get his own entrance. That's fine. Finn Balor then. Finn Balor. He's currently 6th in our rankings overall, plus 20 after 44 matches. And then Jordan Devlin, or JD McDonough, as he's called now, a +3 after 9 matches. Pretty good for him, actually. I think that might all be from when we did the Euros back in 2023. And then finally, Damien Priest, another man who I will talk about it again. People are going to take the mickey who hasn't done it yet. I keep talking about it. But will be involved in that Latin American Championship tournament. He is currently on a -2 from 9 matches as well. So another guy who could really do with some eliminations and some points here today. Right, let's... Oh, I swallowed some oxygen there. That wasn't a good idea. Let's crack into this match. Let's stop faffing about with entrances. It's a cool entrance. I like this. What do they always call Damien Priest? Transgender Undertaker, I think they called him for a while. Which I thought was quite comical. That's a cool entrance, in fairness. But can he put on the performance to match the entrance? Of course, this is the first year that Damien Priest has really been a big name on this game, which is why his stats probably haven't been that great in our Universe mode. Of course, he was Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor before joining WWE and NXT and then moving up to the main roster. And of course, he is now a main event player. So this is his first real chance this year to really start elevating himself up to where he believes he should be. And again, I think the Latin American Championship tournament would be a great opportunity for him to do that necessarily. And I mean, this is the starting point. If you can pick up some good points here, again, 1 point for the winning team, 1 point for the eliminations, 3 people in the opposing team to eliminate. Great chance to get points, really. Finn Balor now working over Bret Hart. So, yeah, Finn Balor and Bret Hart both in the top 6 of our ranking systems. This is an important match for them too as well. Obviously, Bret, former 2-time or 3-time SWE champion. I want to say 3-time, actually. Yeah, former 3-time SWE World Heavyweight Champion. Will be hoping to get himself back into that title picture at some point. And wins like this are going to be big and important for him to do that. And Finn Balor, of course, 2-time European champion, currently holding that belt. I think also, has he held? No? I thought he had, but no, he hasn't. Okay. Just two-time former European champion then. And again, the fact that he's 6th in the ranking, he'll be thinking that he could potentially... What on earth has happened to Owen Hart here? He'll potentially be thinking that he could somehow get himself in the title picture as well with a few big wins. Owen Hart now taking down JD McDonough. There's a pin attempt here, trying to get the early elimination. So the game does make all these matches no disqualification, even though they probably should be disqualification, but there you go. I quite enjoy the hardcore aspect. Why not? Let's have fun with it. As Finn Balor here with the submission locked in on the British Bulldog. Be interesting if Bulldog could, or even Finn Balor could pin Bulldog. Really give that momentum for the weekend. As on the outside, there's a big pile driver there by Bret Hart on Damien Priest. This is also false count anyway, which should make things a bit easier. And of course, yeah, the likes of Owen Hart will want to get a big win here. He'll want to get himself up into some title pictures as well. I see Owen Hart as definitely someone who would excel in the Intercontinental Championship picture. There's the pin after the pile driver on the outside. Referee's finally there to count. It's not enough. Pin now by Finn Balor on Owen Hart. Again, referee didn't even get down in time to count for a 1. Pin now by Finn. Broken up. Remember, this is our first time at using these sliders in this match type as well, so this should be interesting how this plays out and whether this is beneficial. Big chokeslam there by Damien Priest. A pin by Priest on Bret Hart will be massive for him. Like I say, Bret, top of the ranking system. Anyone who pins him is going to have some serious momentum moving forward. And Owen Hart just tackling the back of the knee of Damien Priest, taking him down. And Hart now has the arm of Priest, going to wrench it back around the back of Priest. He's fighting back though. Devlin, big takedown here. If Devlin was the one to pin Bret Hart, that would be huge. Oh my God. It looked like Bulldog was going to go and try and break it up, and he got a stop sign right between the eyes by Finn Balor. And Priest now throttles Owen Hart in with a chokeslam. This could be the opportunity for the first elimination. I think it's just a 2. Lovely slam there by JD McDonough on the British Bulldog as well. And Bulldog survives. This is getting bloody close now, isn't it? Really getting close to potential game-changing pin escapes there by the Hart Foundation. There's the running power slam by Bulldog on Damien Priest. As you see, Owen Hart with the sharpshooter locked in. Another running power slam by Bulldog. There's the pin on Damien Priest. It's broken up by JD McDonough, but I think that would have been enough if the referee had been able to count that. Priest has taken some serious damage now, though. But he does play possum as Bret tried to bring him back up, but Bulldog with his strike in the back taking Priest down. Devlin with the elbows into the gut of the British Bulldog. Sending him tripping over those ring steps. It's getting a bit congested. I do dislike the way that everyone seems to group up like this. There's not really much we can do to change it. Lovely crossbody there by Bulldog. He gets caught though now by Finn Balor. Big stiff forearm. Owen Hart with the elbow strike into the gut. So this is elimination match, by the way. Not a single person eliminated as of yet, which is probably tantamount to the Tantamount might not be the right word. I don't know why I've just used that word, but there you go. It might be a good example of these new sliders. Maybe that is a good thing. And there's the shovel right between the eyes of Devlin, who's back up on his feet, knocking the shovel out of the hand of Owen Hart. Bret Hart now with the ring steps again. And Finn Balor with a boot into the leg, making him drop them. Bret Hart now taking Finn up on the outside. In with a pile driver. That could be enough for the elimination if he can get... No, he doesn't go for the pin. Okay, Jordan Devlin, though, goes for the pin on Bulldog. And look at Bret Hart. What an absolute man. Able to break free and come across and save Bulldog. Not only for the match, but he knows how important it is for Bulldog to be able to survive this match and come out with the momentum. Pin here by Finn, and Owen Hart able to break free just before the 3 count. And all 3 members now of the Hart Foundation. Bulldog with the pile driver on Finn Balor. Here is a sharpshooter locked in by Owen Hart on JD Madonna. And there is the first tap. Owen Hart is able to pick himself up a point by eliminating JD. And now in the ring as well, Finn is locked in. Owen Hart with that elimination moves up to a -1, which is what he needs. He needs big points. And it's now a 3-on-2 situation. Well, we haven't seen much of Damien Priest for a while. He has been struggling. Finn Balor now with a pin on Bret Hart. And this, that could have been big. If Finn had got that pin, it would have evened the numbers up and made things easier. Owen now sending Finn crashing to the ground. I think Bret Hart has had some great matches at SummerSlam, not just the one with the British Bulldog we mentioned earlier on, but also I believe the Bret Hart versus Owen Hart cage match took place at SummerSlam as well. So Bret has got some massive... I think Bret's probably had better SummerSlams than he ever did WrestleManias, to be honest. And Bret's still working over Finn. Finn has got a real welt across his chest, you can see. A real red spot as Owen Hart now locking in a camel clutch on Damien Priest, looking for his second submission elimination. Owen trying to send Damien Priest back into the ring. Damien just ran straight into the apron. There's the Russian leg sweep as well. Bulldog sending Damien Priest crashing to the ground. Bulldog smartly just staying away from Finn. And now here we go. Bulldog does re-enter. No, I thought Bulldog was going to come in and have a little bit of a go at Finn himself, but Bret's got it worked out now. There is the sharpshooter locked in. This has got to be the end of Finn Balor surely in this match. No, Damien Priest able to come across and save his teammate from tapping out in this match. Oh, but there is Owen Hart, sit out, tombstone, pile driver. Owen Hart looking to try and get himself his second point in the match. He could have gone for the pin after the tombstone, but now rolling Damien Priest over middle of the ring. And this has got to be a second tap out now, surely. It is indeed. Owen Hart picks up his second elimination of the match. He moves up to a 0 now, which is great for him. He started the day on -2. They're bound to win this one. He's going to get another point at least. It's Finn Balor now in a 3-on-1 situation. It's not a good place for him to be unless he can get a quick elimination here on someone like Owen Hart, which he's going to try and do. No, he was looking for that underhook brainbuster. But Owen was able to break free, and Owen with the pile driver on the outside. And then look at Bulldog here, just the boots. He wants to do damage to Finn. He doesn't want to win this match. Well, he wants to win it, obviously, but not just win it. He wants to do some damage. He wants to finish this guy off. Bulldog now bringing him back up, and it's Owen Hart now with a German suplex. Owen's desperate for these points. He's willing to help his teammates, but he wants that elimination. If Owen can get this elimination, he's going to move up to a +2 from a -2 in one match, which is a huge turnaround for him. Submission now locked in by... Why are they breaking the submissions? It's happened several times now. I thought it was just bad luck to start with, but... that's why I don't like 3-in-1 matches, because they get all very grabby. That should be it now, though. Owen rolls him over. Owen's going to get it. Owen's going to get 3 eliminations. And he's going to get the win. There we go. Team Owen Hart with the victory. Owen Hart has moved from a -2 to a +2 in one match. That shows how good these matches can be for some of these guys that are really struggling to really turn their careers in SWE around. So Owen Hart now moves up to a +2. British Bulldog. In fairness, he probably shouldn't be getting this match at the pay-per-view because he was -1 when the day began. Now he's moving down to a 0. Or moving up to a 0, shall I say. Which again is good. He needs to be higher up in my opinion. I think he belongs higher up. Bret Hart with that victory moves him up to a +31 after 58 matches. Finn Balor with that loss moves down to a 0 for the year, but a +19 overall after 45 matches. Jordan Devlin, after that loss, moves down to a +2 after 10 matches, which is still pretty good for him, to be honest. And then Damien Priest, I think, is the one who could have done with that victory more than the others necessarily. He, with that loss, moves down to a -3 after 10 matches. So Damien Priest would probably need to help out a little bit if we can. But that's a huge win then for the British Bulldogs team. I mean, it was all about Owen Hart today, wasn't it? And we do have a match planned in on Saturday, which will roll over into the next pay-per-view. And that match is scheduled to be Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels versus Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig versus Owen Hart to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And I think today, Owen has earned a hell of a lot of momentum moving in towards that match. Anyway, I'm going to love you, leave you good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.